Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare, sometimes self-care, and today we're talking masks. I love a good mask. I always keep a rotation on hand, and not only do they feel like relaxing, but also kind of fancy at the same time, they can actually deliver a really nice boost of benefits to your skin. So whether it is you need a brightening pick-me-up, you need to calm and soothe your skin, or maybe you're looking for something to really take it up a notch for a special occasion, I have a mask for you in this video. So if you're ready to find out some of my favorites, give the video a big thumbs up and let's jump in. First up, Korres Probiotic SuperDose Face Mask. I love this stuff, and it's really something that I reach for when I'm looking for an overall pick-me-up, an overall lift of brightening, skin smoothing, help with texture, help with my moisture barrier, and just helping to balance out my skin. This does it all. I love it so much. So of course we do have the fermented ingredients in here, the yogurt content, and that's actually really amazing for your skin microbiome, which is your skin's first defense against things like bacteria, acne-causing bacteria, pollution, but it's also the line of defense for your skin's moisture barrier too. Your barrier and your skin microbiome work in tandem to keep your skin healthy. And so I love just the fermented content in here. I always find fermented ingredients make my skin feel so good and also help to brighten it up as well. But this is also using lactic acid, just a touch, a kiss. It's not a super exfoliating mask, but just that kiss of lactic acid, which is a very gentle AHA based exfoliant, really helps to reveal that smoother, brighter, more radiant type of skin. It can also be a really nice exfoliant for some congestion or texture on the skin. So I do find when I use this mask, not only do I get that healthier, brighter appearance to my skin, but if I do have some congestions or some clogged pores or maybe some acne coming up, I do find that this kind of gently just sort of helps it look a little bit better, kind of helps to minimize the texture just a little bit. Lactic acid is also, surprisingly, one of the chemical exfoliants that is helpful for your skin's moisture barrier. I wouldn't suggest using it if your moisture barrier is weak or damaged, but if you're just looking to keep your skin in a healthy state, it's actually a really nice exfoliant to go towards. So there's just a little bit in here. And this mask has this creamy, but like cooling and refreshing cream texture. It's not overly moisturizing. In fact, it actually has a touch of hydration and a really nice light balancing moisture to it, but it's not something that's like going to go into every like dry area and like just completely drench it and soothe it in nourishing moisture. It's not that type of mask. It's more, think about like yogurt. If you put yogurt on your face, it's just going to have a little bit of that moisture and a really nice cooling, calming effect to the skin. And when you wash it off, if you have any redness on your skin, it will be evened out. Your skin overall is going to look so bright, and so you're going to wash it off, you're going to be like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to improve the look of my skin, and my skin looks brighter and glowier and healthier. But as I mentioned also, if there's some texture, you'll notice that it just looks a little bit better. If you have acne and things like that, it kind of helps to soothe the inflammation. And it's just one of my favorite pick-me-ups, as I said. I actually picked this mask up for the very first time when I was traveling through Greece a couple summers ago. It was very, very hot, and my skin got what I called sun-stunned. It just felt really stressed out, a little bit dehydrated, a little bit weak, and definitely feeling like looking and feeling very dull. Just overall, my skin needed a pick-me-up. And so I picked up a mini size of this at one of the pharmacies, and when I got back to my hotel room, I put it on, and first of all, it felt so amazing and cooling on my skin. So my skin was so stressed out from being in the heat and in the sun. But after I washed it off, I was like, this is exactly what my skin needed to go from dull to healthy and vibrant again. It's not only the look of my skin, but the feel of my skin too. It really helped to replenish and restore my skin, even in the heat, because it is a more refreshing type of mask. So just overall, it gave my skin just that pick-me-up that it needed. Really helped to soothe it, strengthen it, work on the health, brighten it, and work on texture too. Now, speaking of a cooling mask, this is the Jayjun Jayjun Okra Phyto Jelly Mask. And this stuff is soothing, refreshing, cooling, and hydrating for the skin. This is using phytomucin derived from a couple of different vegetables, including okra. And phytomucin is basically just like a mucin that's derived from plants. What's a mucin? Well, think about snail mucin, right? That's very popular in skincare. And we know snail mucin is, this complex goo full of all these beautiful vitamins and minerals and peptides for the skin. It has antioxidant protective capabilities. It hydrates and soothes the skin, promotes wound healing, can help with the well-aging journey. Well, that's what phytomucin is. It just doesn't come from snails. It comes from plants, and it can come from a variety of sources. And so that's exactly what this mask is delivering. It's delivering a cooling and refreshing jelly goo. I know, it sounds actually really nice, doesn't it? Think of that coming inside from a very hot day. Your skin is like stressed. It's hot to the touch. Maybe it's a little bit red. It's a bit stressed out. You don't want the full-on moisturizing, creamy type of mask experience. You want a cooling jelly for your face. That's what this texture is. It's similar to like a thick aloe vera gel, and it feels really, really cooling, refreshing, so good on sun-stunned skin. Or if you're just looking for a little bit of moisture, it really helps to soothe the skin, refresh it, hydrate it, make it feel soft at the surface, but it's not infusing your skin with any type of moisture or cream or oil. So it's definitely a nice option if you have a slightly oilier skin type and you want to reap the benefits of mucin or just cool and hydrate your skin. This is the perfect mask. I mean, right off the shelf, it feels good, but like pro tip, if you're really using this for after sun care to cool down your skin, put it in the refrigerator. Feels amazing. Let's talk about BeYou 5-Minute Instant Restore Caffeine Face Mask. Now, this is a newer mask that I've added into my rotation, but it's been so helpful for these dry winter months. This is a creamy, almost like a lotiony type of texture for a wash-off mask. So it's creamy, but it's not super oily. It's not like super duper buttery, you know what I mean? Like really rich, but it just has that nice balanced and creamy feel to it. That is exactly what my skin is looking for right now. I'm feeling just a little bit more dry, especially in my U zone. It's definitely feeling a little bit more dehydrated, a little bit more prone to kind of like flaky skin if I don't get my moisture balance right. So this is just a really nice mask to grab just for the moisture element. It just really makes your skin feel moisturized, plump, soft, and silky at the surface. Really conditions your skin. And if you're prone to flakies or peeling skin from dryness, you know that like you're really desperately needing that surface smoothness. And this is a mask that can really deliver that very, very nicely. So just for that aspect alone is really what I'm reaching for with this mask. But the caffeine in here also helps to depuff the skin. It can be really helpful if you have a little bit of redness on your skin as well. It's an antioxidant, so we'll always take antioxidants where we can get them right, but I just love the texture. I just love how it makes my skin feel. I like that it's not overwhelming. It's not hard to wash off. Sometimes those creamy mask textures can just really cling to your face in a way that makes it harder to wash off. This washes off really nicely and cleanly. It leaves a kiss of moisture on your skin, but it doesn't leave your skin with like this heavy, thick, waxy, or really emollient kind of layer after having washed it off. Just makes your skin feel nice and smooth and moisturized. And that's a goodie, especially if you are suffering from some dryness. This is a good one to look at. So I do have to talk about the Bioderma Sensibio wash-off mask, because this is really what I grab when my skin feels irritated and itchy. Not just dry, but like irritated, stressed out, and inflamed. This is so good. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out why it was so good. Why was it so soothing? Why was it so calming? And as I looked further into the ingredients list, I realized that there's an ingredient in here that's derived from licorice root. And licorice root is an amazing anti-inflammation ingredient for the skin. It's also fantastic for brightening the skin as well, but it's better known and used for its soothing properties. And so that's the magic sauce to this particular product, as well as, the thermal water and all of that. It all kind of comes together in a really simple, basic gentle package, but like it's effective. Simple and basic doesn't, mean not effective. This is very effective. And this is a French pharmacy, or fancy way of saying a like a French drugstore brand, right? So it doesn't have like a super luxurious, elegant type of texture. It's really just a straightforward kind of like nondescript cream. Again, not something that's buttery and silky and luxurious and rich and filled with nourishing oils or anything like that. It's a very straightforward like cream, but it feels really awesome when your skin is irritated. It just coats everything really, really nicely, and it actually kind of infuses with your skin. Not all masks, in my opinion, feel like they like dive deeper. Some of them just sit on top, and that's okay. But I think when you have irritated or like extremely dehydrated skin or a deficient moisture barrier, you kind of need your skincare products to like get in there and give you that like relief deeper in the layers of your skin. And this is one of those masks that I feel like kind of just gets in there a little bit better, especially for that source of irritation, to soothe the inflammation, to stop the itchy burning sensation. And then just that creamy nondescript type of texture really nourishes and soothes the top surface of the skin. Again, something that's going to really condition your skin if you're feeling a little bit more dry or flaky at the top, but it's not like super shea buttery or oily or anything like that. It doesn't offer a ton of nourishment, but it really soothes and comforts the skin. In like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're gonna feel that on your skin. Or you put it on, you're like, I don't know, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? And then you will feel your symptoms will just very slowly start to fade away. The edge is taken off the irritation. And then after the full 10 minutes, you're like, yeah, my skin actually does feel a lot better. Similar to the BeYou caffeine mask, it does leave just a little bit of moisture on your skin, but not in a filmy, thick kind of way. Not in like, you're like, oh, there's like this layer on my skin. But it's just like every area that felt a little deficient, a little bit depleted, now feels balanced. That's exactly how this mask makes your skin feel after you wash it off. Soothed, relieved, and balanced. Now, clay masks are something that I've built into my weekly skincare routine over the last year. And I have to say, I've like reintroduced it into my skincare routine, because for the longest time, I just felt like clay masks were not for my skin type. I am combination, but I lean so dry and dehydrated at certain times throughout the year that like clay masks can be very stripping for my type of skin. They can just take too much moisture. Yes, I love their pore clearing abilities, but it's like the trade-off just not worth it, you know what I mean? For my skin to feel so dry and stripped, it just causes more issues. And so for the longest time, I was like, you know what? Clay masks were great when I was a teen, when I was in my early 20s, loved them. Not for me on this journey right now, right? But over the last couple of years, I have discovered a few clay masks that I feel like aren't as drying for my skin, that I really liked, but I've still kind of danced around them. I use them very, very occasionally, but not on like a very regular type of basis. And then recently in the last year, I learned this really cool trick that just changed everything for me. So one of my favorite like non-stripping clay masks is the Isntree Mugwort clay mask. They changed the packaging a while ago. I have like a backstock of them, so my packaging is a little bit older. Don't worry, it's not expired though. But I love this mask. When they changed the packaging, by the way, they didn't change the formula. I love the formula here because they're using a couple different types of clay, but they just don't like strip the skin. It feels very respectful and gentle, but the clay and the mugwort is a really nice combination. It does help with some redness. It does help to reduce some inflammation. So especially if you love clay masks for congested skin, which I'm very prone to congested skin, clogged pores, and those can often get inflamed. And so mugwort is a great ingredient, not only to reduce the redness, but the inflammation, and to promote some healing on the skin too. And then of course, clay is just really good for kind of like helping to, suck some excessive oil out of the pores, kind of help shrink the look of some congestion on the skin. So it's a really nice match of ingredients, but the formula just, it feels like it cleans your skin, but it just doesn't feel like it takes that extra level of moisture. So here's the tip. Using a product like this one, put it into the palm of your hand, the amount that you would use to cover your face, and then put in a pump or two of a like luxurious milk cleanser. Yeah, I'm talking about those really moisturizing, non-foaming types of cleansers. These are an awesome mix-in for clay masks because they still allow the clay to suck the excessive sebum out of your skin. It still allows it to give you that clarifying effect to your skin, but the emollients within the milk cleanser themselves help to keep the clay from drying out too quickly. And that's really where I think it sucks too much moisture from your skin. So it helps keep things moist while still allowing the clay to work. And it just keeps things a little bit softer, a little bit more skin respectful, right? And milk cleansers are really ideal for leaving on the skin for a little bit longer than regular foaming cleansers because the surfactants that they use are a lot more gentle than the foaming types of agents in cleansers. So it's not harsh to the skin. So it's just a really fun tip, first of all, because it makes your clay mask like a lot more fluffy and airy and almost whipped. So I just love that texture. But it also, like I said, it's skin respective. So it allows you to really get the benefits of the clay mask if you have a drier skin type or a more sensitive skin type. For me, it's allowed me to use clay masks on a weekly basis. I do this once a week just to kind of help keep congestion at bay, to help keep, all the, gunk that gets stuck up in your pores, especially around your nose. It really kind of helps to decrease that overall and just keep texture in check without stripping my moisture barrier, without pushing dehydration or making my skin feel irritated. Now let's talk a little bit about sheet masks. I do have a video from quite a few years ago about fragrance-free sheet masks that I really love. So if you want like a lot of different sheet mask recommendations for different skin benefits, definitely check that video out. Just because it's old doesn't mean that it isn't good. There's some great recommendations in there, and some of the sheet masks that I still use today are in that video. One of them that I do want to mention that I go back to a lot is the Benton Goodbye Redness Centella sheet mask. Love this sheet mask. First of all, I think Benton just makes really high quality sheet masks. They're incredibly hydrating. They deliver really good benefits for the skin. Some of them really help with brightness. Some of them really help with acne. Some of them help with soothing, but overall very juicy, very hydrating mask. Good sheet mask material, good fit, good price. Really one of my go-tos when I'm looking for sheet masks, and I often feel very comfortable buying their masks in bulk. And one that I go to time and time again is the Centella mask, because not only is it amazing at helping to reduce redness and inflammation on the skin, it's fantastic for helping to address breakouts on the skin too, because the Centella action in this mask is so strong, it's so effective, and it really does help to reduce the size of the pimple. I can't tell you how many times I've used this mask like at night specifically to help calm down pimples, and the next morning I wake up, I'm like, yes, I can see improvement. And when you get those really nasty bad pimples that just are not budging, they're just not doing anything, any little bit of progress, like, yes, I can see it's going down, I will take it. And if you can get it in a package like this that is so hydrating, so plumping, so soothing to the Centella, if your skin's feeling a little itchy or irritated or stressed out, I mean, this is a great, if you're really into sheet masks and not wash off masks, this would be a great option to go towards for anti-irritation, breakouts, redness, inflammation, just plain hydration. It's a goodie, and like I said, I do purchase this over and over again in bulk because it comes in handy so often. Now, if you're looking for a sheet mask that gives you that skin pick-me-up, almost like a facial result from a sheet mask, I have an option for you. It's the SK2 Facial Treatment Sheet Mask. Now, this is not cheap, I have to say. Like, this is really something that I say reserve it for special occasions or when you really want to like perk up your skin and get that wow effect. It is about $100, but I really feel like this product actually pays you back in the results because this sheet mask is soaked in that iconic SK2 essence, the Apitera essence, which is Galactomyces ferment. SK2 actually has like an exclusive strain of Galactomyces ferment that they use. So while you can find this ingredient in other products, it's just not quite the same. The quality and the concentration and everything is a little bit like on that next next level. And so galactomyces ferment is an amazing fermented ingredient that, has a lot of different vitamins and minerals for the skin. Kind of like we were talking about with Phyto Mucin, it like has all those little goodies and all those components for healthy, glowing skin. Well, galactomyces ferment has that, just like in its own different type of package, right? It's also well known for being an antioxidant. It's very brightening for the skin. And I personally find with the galactomyces that SK2 is using, it's actually really nice for pores and texture. It just really refines the overall texture of your skin, makes it look really bright, really healthy. It can also work on hyperpigmentation as well. So the same galactomyces ferment that's in the essence bottle is what you're getting here in the sheet mask. And the thing about sheet masks is that cotton sheet mask helps to hold in a lot more product than you would get if you're just doing a normal skincare routine and patting that essence into your face. It holds a lot more product than that, and it stays moist and holds that essence to your skin for a longer period of time than just patting in a layer of essence, then moving on with the rest of your skincare routine. So that's why the benefits of this mask, actually on one mask use versus the use of the essence, you actually get a bigger benefit faster and quicker in just like 20 minutes. So it holds that essence close to your skin and it deeply penetrates into the skin, and you're getting a really good quantity. So it's really hydrating your skin, but it's also really infusing it with all the vitamins, the minerals, the brightening benefits, right? The antioxidants. And so you will notice a visible brightening and a visible glowiness to your skin when you take this off. And it's not like that temporary glow, like it will last. If you have some hyperpigmentation on your face, like it's not a miracle worker, but you will notice a little bit of an improvement with this. That's why I said it's kind of like a facial. It kind of gives you that facial like benefit, because facials, they feel really nice. They feel luxurious. They really hydrate your skin. They make your skin look really glowy and good and help refine your skin just a little bit, right? But this is cheaper than a facial. Like per mask, it's cheaper than a facial. And so you can kind of keep this result up if you want to use it once every 2 weeks or once every month, or if you only want to like take it out for special occasions when you really want to prep your skin, make it look really smooth and bright and glowy and firm for makeup. Or just, rocking your bare skin and you just want everything to shine through. This is that type of mask. It's a special occasion mask. It's pricey, but I love the benefits that it gives my skin. It's really addictive. So I'm curious, what are your favorite masks that you have on regular rotation? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you watch this whole video and you're not subscribed yet, and especially if you found a new mask that you're maybe interested in, I would be so honored if you would hit subscribe and come join our community. If you love skincare, if you love ingredient deep dives, if you love textures in skincare, that's what this channel is all about. So hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop. Thanks for being here with me today. I love you so, so much, and I really hope that you're healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world. I'll talk to you soon.